Have you ever wondered why some people naturally attract attention, trust, and friendship while others struggle to connect? Imagine having a set of timeless principles that could transform every relationship you care about, at work, at home, and even with strangers. Written back in 1937, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People has helped millions become better communicators and more confident leaders. And guess what? These ideas are still just as powerful today. In this video, we're going to explore 5 golden rules from this legendary book, enriched with modern examples and practical insights that still work in our fast-paced world. Carnegie didn't merely write about communication. He embodied empathy and emotional intelligence long before they became buzzwords. His ideas endure because they speak to something deep and timeless in human nature. Rule 1. Show genuine interest in other people. Most people love to talk about themselves. Everyone cares about their past, achievements, skills, hobbies, and so on. After all, each person is the main actor in their life's movie. Carnegie argues that if you want to be effective and gain the respect and affection of your conversation partner, you must show genuine interest in other people. Ask questions and create opportunities for them to speak about themselves. At the same time, it's very important to be a good listener. The best conversationalists are not those who talk a lot about themselves, but those who know how to listen attentively and show sincere interest in others. In today's digital world, this is more important than ever. Try this. Ask someone an open-ended question and simply listen without interrupting or waiting to reply. You'll be amazed at how people open up when they feel truly heard. Personal example, I used to overlook this and was always impatient to talk about my own interests. When someone spoke about their passions, I would just wait for them to finish so I could switch the topic to myself. Millions of people behave the same way. Let's take an example. Imagine a guy named David. He likes football, movies, and playing the guitar. He likes a girl named Emma, and he hopes she'll like him back. Emma, however, is interested in playing the violin, tennis, and computer games. Naturally, like most people, David enjoys talking about what interests him. But whenever Emma speaks about her interests, David doesn't really respond. He just waits for the conversation to shift back to his favorite topics. Eventually, Emma starts to feel uninterested in talking to David and gradually distances herself from him. Now let's imagine a different scenario. David listens carefully to Emma, supports the conversation, and focuses not on his own hobbies, but on hers. If Emma talks about the violin, David might ask questions and show curiosity. As a result, Emma feels happier and thinks that she enjoys being around David. She begins to associate him with positive emotions. David also benefits. Not only does he learn something new, but he also wins Emma's affection. Takeaway: genuine curiosity invites richer connections. Rule 2. Focus on what others want. The second piece of advice says, if you want others to do something for you, don't think first about the benefit you'll get. Instead, think about the value it brings to them. For example, let's say our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel in 1 month. If I simply ask you to subscribe because we have set such a goal, you're unlikely to be interested. However, if this video is useful to you and helps improve your life, even just a little, and at the end we say, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, then that message is more effective. Because we're not pointing to our own goal, we're trying to bring you value and support your self-growth, which aligns with your interests. Carnegie gives a good example. When we go fishing, we put worms on the hook because fish like worms, not cake. If we put cake on the hook, we won't catch any fish. Influence is not manipulation, it's about alignment. When you speak from what truly matters to the other person, you gain trust. And trust is the real currency of persuasion. Rule 3. Make people feel important. The feeling of being important is one of the most motivating and essential human emotions. Imagine you have a friend who plays guitar and you want to learn how to play. If you simply say, I like the guitar, could you teach me? Your friend might agree, but eventually feel like it's taking too much of their time. They might suggest you find a professional teacher instead. But if you express admiration for their playing and say that you'd really love to learn from them, specifically, and you show that you respect their time, maybe even offering to pay, then it's very likely your friend will be willing to help without asking for anything in return. They'll feel important and appreciated, and you'll achieve your goal and learn how to play guitar. This works everywhere, from business to friendships. A small compliment like, "I really respect the way you handled that meeting," can go a long way. People don't forget how you made them feel. Rule 4, avoid criticism. Show empathy. Carnegie says, never criticize people or say things like, "You're wrong." Doing this causes people to distance themselves from you. The moment someone hears a phrase like that, they go into defense mode and try to prove you wrong, even without listening to your arguments. They become more convinced they are right. Instead, show empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand why they did what they did or think the way they do. That understanding can lead them to empathize with you in return, and they'll be more likely to meet your request. Example, if your child isn't doing homework and you say things like, "How dare you not study? I'm ashamed of you. Look at the neighbor's kid, he's an A student, now look at yourself." All you'll achieve is that your child will feel humiliated, resent schoolwork, and start lying to please you. Carnegie advises that you first talk about your own past mistakes. Say how you used to struggle and how you overcame those difficulties. Then explain why it's important for them to correct their course. Like this: "You know, son, when I was in school, I hated doing homework. I'd much rather play or hang out with friends than study. I understand you, but later I realized my mistake. I wanted to be a doctor but didn't get into medical school, so I had to become a cook. I don't think it's a bad job, but I really don't like it. And now I have to work for 50 years in a field I hate, all because I didn't take school seriously." Your child will feel that you understand them and want the best for them, not just to lecture them. Rule 5, admit your mistakes. Another rule: if you make a mistake, admit it. Example, I once had a restaurant and one of my cashiers accidentally entered 400 euros instead of 4 euros. We had to pay taxes on the full 400 euros, which was 10 times more than necessary. I was furious and went to confront him. But before I could say anything, he said, "I know I made a huge mistake. I don't know how to make it right. I acted irresponsibly. Please punish me or fire me. You'd be completely justified. I don't deserve this job." That completely changed my attitude. I said, "Don't exaggerate. We all make mistakes. What matters is that you've learned from it. You're an important employee and we value you." And I never brought up that situation again. It's easy to think that admitting a mistake makes us weak, but Carnegie teaches that humility is strength. It removes resistance, builds respect, and invites collaboration. In a world full of noise and ego, those who truly connect are the ones who listen, empathize, and make others feel valued. Carnegie's principles aren't manipulation tactics, they're a mindset, a new way of relating to people that builds trust, love, and real influence. Start applying even just one of these rules today. Ask a sincere question. Compliment someone from the heart. Admit a mistake. Show that you care, and watch the world around you change. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who could benefit too. Let's grow together. Thanks for watching.